Let's talk about mutually exclusive events and what they are. So the definition is two events are mutually exclusive if they cannot happen at the same time. And so below we've got some examples which we'll talk about to discuss the definition of mutually exclusive events. So the first example says tossing a head and tossing a tail on a coin. So we're considering whether these two things can happen at the same time. In other words, you toss a coin and is it possible to get a tail and a head at the same time after one toss? In this case, it's not possible. So since tossing a head and tossing a tail cannot happen at the same time, then these two events are mutually exclusive. In example B, it says rolling a number less than 3 and rolling a number greater than 3 on a dice. So when you roll a dice, is it possible to get a number that's less than 3 and greater than 3 at the same time? In this case, that's not possible since there is no number that is both less than 3 and greater than 3. And so therefore, we would say that these two events are also mutually exclusive. In example C, it says drawing a king from a pack of cards and drawing an ace from a pack of cards. A pack of cards consists of 4 suits, and these suits are clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. And within each suit, you have the following cards. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then after 10, we also have a jack, a queen, a king, and an ace. And so in each suit, there are 13 cards in total. And so therefore, in a pack of cards, there are 4 times 13, which equals to 52 cards in total. Now, from these cards, we're asked whether we can draw a king and an ace from a pack of cards at the same time. Since a king and an ace are 2 separate cards, then it's not possible to draw both of these at the same time. And so again, we would say that these two events are mutually exclusive. Example D says rolling a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 3 on a standard dice. So if we consider the numbers on a standard dice, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so we need to check whether any of these numbers are a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 3. So 1 isn't, 2 is a multiple of 2, but it's not a multiple of 3. 3 is a multiple of 3, but it's not a multiple of 2. 4 is a multiple of 2, but it's not a multiple of 3. 5 is neither a multiple of 2 or 3. However, 6 is a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 3. And so therefore, it is possible for someone to roll a dice and get a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 3, since 6 fits those two conditions. And so therefore, we say that these two events are not mutually exclusive. In other words, they can happen at the same time. Remember, two events are mutually exclusive if they cannot happen at the same time. And so we say these two events are not mutually exclusive. Next example says drawing a queen and a black card from a pack of cards. And so if we consider the makeup of a pack of cards, you have half of the cards as red and half of the cards as black. And within each suit, you have different numbers, and we also have a jack, a queen, a king, and an ace. There is a card that is both a queen and a black card within a pack of cards, and so therefore these two events can happen at the same time, and so these two events are not mutually exclusive. Again, remember, two events are mutually exclusive if they cannot happen at the same time, but these two events can happen at the same time. The final example says winning and drawing a football match. So if someone plays a football match, is it possible to both win and draw that one football match? Well, in this case, it's not, since the different outcomes you have of a football match are either you win the football match, you draw the football match, or you lose the football match. You can't do 2 of these things at the same time. And so therefore, these two events are mutually exclusive since they can't happen at the same time. So in this video, we've looked at what mutually exclusive events are.